let's begin with a pretty popular and pretty standard gin cocktail. It's been around for forever. We're just going to add a little bit extra to it, and that is the Tom Collins. The Tom Collins. Who was Tom Collins? Let's talk about who Tom Collins was here for a second. Why him? Why does he get a whole drink named after him? Well, turns out the only way to really get a drink named after you that is that popular is to be a fake. He was not a real person. John Collins was not a real person. Tom Collins was not a real person. His brother John was also not a real person. None of these people were real. What a Tom Collins is and what it's referring to is a late 1800s, early 1900s meme. Basically, it was a meme. It was like a joke that you would put out there for everybody. Basically, if you went out drinking with some of your friends and you wanted to really make one of them mad, you would say, listen here, kid. Some guy is running around. He's calling your girl a trollop, and his name is Tom Collins. And he would get drunker and drunker as he went, and eventually he would get so angry he would run out onto the street and say, I want to fight this Tom Collins. And then everybody would laugh at you because that person doesn't exist. That was late 19th century humor, early 20th century humor. They weren't as funny as we are, I don't think. I don't think they were nearly as funny as we are. Besides that, let's get into how we're going to make this. So we are going to make this, of course, with fresh juice as much as we can. This is a lemon. People know what lemons look like. This one's yellow. Most lemons are yellow. What we're going to try and get out of this to begin with, we're going to try and get everything. We're going to try and be like the noble Native American, the notable indigenous people to the Americas. We're going to try and use every part of this. We're going to try and use every single part of the lemon. That is important to us. So we're going to start off first by peeling this guy. If you have a potato peeler, bring it out. I am mad at mine currently. It has really made me look like an idiot a couple times recently. And fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 17,000 times in the past 12 days. And I am going to ignore you for a week. So I'm going to try and get that thing fixed. But right now, we're just going to take it. And we're going to try and get as much of this rind off as we can. So we're left, with this guy. Oh, gosh. Oh, YouTube. Look what this is. I don't know if anybody's even on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Because now you can see right up close what it should look like. Thought that was a fun little feature. We're also trying to get the Buy Cush a Shot Plinko game working. I don't know if we've tried that yet, but if you buy me a shot up in my banner on YouTube, you can play Plinko and try and get your shot, or try and get your ball to drop into the thing. But it doesn't matter. So that's what we have here. So we have the outside of the lemon. We're using all of that, and then we're going to take some sugar. This is just regular old white sugar. We're going to toss it in there. You're looking for about 1/8 of an ounce. I did a class yesterday, and they freaked out. They didn't know how much 1/8 of an ounce was in teaspoons. They found out. They said it out loud. I immediately forgot. So if anybody wants to post that up in chat, that would be awesome. If not, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Oh, does it look good? Does it? I'm seeing it looks good on YouTube. Have we tried to drop a ball into YouTube yet? Doesn't matter. All right. We're going to take this, and we're going to crush. We're going to crush all of that sugar. There we go. Crush all of that sugar into this. I think that's going to be really loud on the microphones because I don't have my idle. This used to be my microphone idle for a while. We're going to crush all of this, and we're going to get basically what we call oleosaccharum out of that. That is sugar oils. That gives the oils from the lime and the lemons some sugar to pull them all out. It eventually becomes a nice little liquid. It was a liquid, like an oil. There we go. We're going to let that sit for a second as we build the rest of our cocktail. You can do your oleosaccharum way, way ahead. It ends up being a little bit better way, way ahead. But I was exhausted this week, so we're doing it right now. If you want to make this later, that is on you. Go ahead and watch this again. We are going to build the rest of this cocktail up in here, and we are going to be making a gin cocktail. So we're going to be using this gin right here. This is Broker's. I picked this one because of the little hat. I don't know if you guys anywhere else can see it, but YouTube can definitely see it. Not yet. Okay. We can see that there is a little hat that goes on here. Oh, why is there a little hat? Well, because they think that people from London wear these stupid little hats. These little guys. Ding, 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 ding. I'm sure they do. I'm sure people from London wear these more than people from not London. But this is a London Dry. This is a really good example of a London Dry. It, in fact, even comes a little drier than most because it does come in at 47% alcohol. Really, really boozy. I really like it. We carried these at all of my bars for a long time. I did not steal this from a bar. I actually went and bought it in case anybody was going to call me a thief. I will not accept that today. We are going to put in 2 full ounces of delicious gin. Any kind of gin you got. Right there. Get this. My desk is slowly shrinking, or my bar is slowly shrinking as things go on. We're then going to cut our lemon right in half. I'll put this here so YouTube can see it. Oh, wait, where do I put it for you so YouTube can see it? Here? Oh, dang, YouTube can't see this. Sorry, YouTube. You're all the way over there, and you can't do nothing. And then we're going to squeeze this guy in. Now, we have cut all the sides of this, so if you're going to squeeze it in, be real careful. It is going to spray if you don't go really slowly. There we go. Pour that in. And the other side. There's no real need to drop these in at this point because all of that oleosaccharum is being already utilized in the other guy. Oh, see? Right in my eye. It's being utilized by the other stuff right in there. So we're going to squeeze this guy real slow. Turn the elbow. And there we have it. There's that. Next step we're going to throw in here is some simple syrup. Simple syrup. Just this guy right here. We've already added sugar in here, but the sugar that's going in here is going to become very bitter. It's going to become very sour. So we can't really count on that to be our sweetening agent. Oleosaccharum is going to be a little different than a sweetening agent. It's going to come in sort of at both. I've been trying to make this drink really well all week, and it's you can't just add the oleosaccharum. You do have to add about maybe a little bit more than a half of an ounce of 1-to-1 simple syrup. Yeah, that's sweet. That is sweet. This is basically our drink. We're going to give this one more twist just to make sure all of that oil is out of there. There we go. And then we are going to shake. We're going to shake this one because why? It has juice in it. It's got a lot of juice in it. There we go. Made ice fresh yesterday. So we're going to crack this in. We always try and put our ice into the smaller one. So since we do have a smaller one out there, that way we know as much ice as you can possibly get into this one would be good. We are going to shake this one and put it over fresh ice. So you will need more ice for this cocktail. So it is not a shake and dump or a pump and dump as I prefer to call it. Right there. Pour this guy in here. And we're going to give this one a shake. I've been told that I should not worry anymore about how loud I'm shaking on camera. If I burst any of your eardrums, tell everybody all week that has been saying, don't worry about it. There we go. Crack. Pour all of this out. Now we're going to prep our glass really quickly. I have these nice tall... YouTube can see first. You guys can see second. These are Siete Leguas glasses, nice and tall. We're not going to fill this all the way up. These are really tall Collins glasses, and that just means that we're going to add more soda water to it, which isn't any good. So we're going to leave these just a touch underfilled. We do have nice, fresh ice that I just made. It is a little frosty right now, but it is completely clear. That is important to nobody but myself and about 6 other people. Here we go. We have our cocktail mostly made, but a Tom Collins versus a gin sour does have soda water. That is what makes this Collinsy. We're going to put in 3 ounces of soda water. Right in here. And then always put your soda water in first if you can absolutely... unless you can absolutely not avoid to do that. If you put it in, if you put the soda water in second, the bubbles are just going to sit and keep going up and up and up. If you put them on the bottom, they will go up through the drink, but they will also stay on the bottom. They will disperse much easier. Go ahead and pour this straight through here. As much to the top as you can, but only do it so that it's 3 ounces. This one has a very classic garnish. That classic garnish goes as such. There is a little lemon wheel like this. There is a toothpick or something to keep it together. And I know I did not tell you guys to get cherries, but if you do have a cherry at your house, some nice, delicious cherry garnish, now would be the time to bring it out and flex on all of your fellow classmates that you do have cherries. We're going to stab this one. This is extra awkward. We'll put this down here, and we're going to go from here. Beautiful. If I was at the bar, of course, I would never do this. Go ahead and just ram my fingers all over your cherries, but we're not at the bar. We're at my bar, and my bar has different rules. One of those rules is that you're not allowed here, so you cannot drink my drinks. I can only tell you what we're doing. This is a classic Tom Collins. It will have a more full lemon feel. We'll have an interesting flavor on the sugar, and the gin should match fairly well in this cocktail. Not a super difficult cocktail, but a good one to master. A good one to master. Then, if you want to do, I think a John Collins, I believe, is a whiskey one, and then I imagine like a Vaughn Collins would be, I think a vodka Collins. I think they've just changed it to vodka Collins. But you can make this into basically anything. And then if you want to make this into a gin fizz, before you add the soda water, add a full egg white, shake that up, and then add soda water afterwards. So cheers, guys. Oh, it's just so good. It's classic and awesome, and I feel complete. I feel like it completes my costume. I feel so uncomfortable in this. I swore I would never, ever bartend in this again, but if we're doing old-timey drinks, I gotta look like an old-timey bartender, and that is how that works. Cool. I'm going to hand this off to my boy Kyle. Kyle, who, as we all know, comes over every week to just sit in my other room and take drinks. I believe he's also, Kyle is actually also in the chat, which is fun. He just usually sits out there and listens at the door, but Kyle is in the chat this week. I'm going to go hand this off to Kyle real quick, and we'll be right back. So think of questions. I want to answer questions, just even if it's about how I've been doing. Here we go.